Hey, I have a problem. Hi, welcome to my weekly therapy session in which I am the patient and you are the psychiatrist. Okay, let's begin. I feel like at the current moment, I'm not capable of having a hobby. Why? Because whenever I find an activity that interests me and brings me joy, I have a lot of fun in the beginning, and then I start to obsess over it and drain every single bit of fun out of it. Let's take an example that's actually happening in my life as we speak. I picked up playing chess again. My grandpa taught me how to play when I was very little. I was extremely bad and he always let me win, but I also wasn't serious and just played with the pieces in my own way, basically inventing my own game because I was like 4 or 5. After that, I took a break from playing chess. And by taking a break, I mean I didn't play for like 14 years. Why? Because I was too busy playing video games and going to school, I guess. I have spent a considerable portion of my childhood playing video games, and I'm not proud of it. Not in the slightest. So after about 14 years, yes, I watched The Queen's Gambit because my friends recommended it to me, and I've since rediscovered my passion for chess. At first, I did not want to be that guy who started playing chess because he saw it in a TV show. But hey, I am that person, and it's perfectly fine. Wow, nobody cares. I don't feel like my coolness level suddenly dropped. I am just as I was before, but only better. Because now I play chess. Again. The only problem is that I have a tendency to obsess about anything that is interesting to me, and it tends to get in my way. How does it get in my way, really? I've set a goal for myself, and I'm doing my best to follow it every single day. But, after a long day of work, I deserve a bit of rest and relaxation, so then I play some chess. The problem is that I begin obsessing over it, and a lot of thoughts start running through my head like, I should play at least an X amount of hours per day to get better. I should start solving more puzzles. I should put it in my schedule and be very serious about it. I should beat all my friends at chess to prove what, really? That I'm the person who spent the most time playing and geeking about chess? I mean, it's okay to be that person, but it should not be a goal. It should just happen naturally, if it happens in the first place. I don't know, maybe I just feel like I have something to prove to everyone, and that's just stupid, man. I don't know. I just want to have a hobby. I don't want to be a professional chess player. I don't want to stress about chess. I want it to be just a hobby, a place to go to have fun, and not an activity that bleeds into my main passion. Another short example would be the time when I picked up playing Stardew Valley. It was so fun in the beginning when I was exploring and chilling around, talking with the NPCs, enjoying the small but cute storyline, all that good stuff. All was good until I had the stupid idea of optimizing my every action in order to make the largest amount of money in the shortest period of time possible. Okay, so from simply enjoying the game, I went to fishing all day, every in-game day, just to make money, just to buy some stupid seeds that were only available at a certain event. And that was how I killed the game. My worst example by far is from when I used to obsess about League of Legends. Oh, God. The thing is that I didn't obsess over it for a long period of time. No, I said to myself that it's stupid and I don't have the time to play it for too long. But out of a sudden, I would start obsessing over it for a whole week, thinking day in and day out about what the perfect build is, what champions to master. I was going nuts. And after a short period of time, I would realize how much time I was wasting, and I would start to feel very bad, and I would stop playing, only to pick it up again the next month or two. I've made a schedule about 3 weeks ago, and I somehow managed to stick to it pretty well. The thing is that I feel like I'm going a little bit crazy because I've added reading into it, and now in the third or fourth week, I'm beginning to feel like it doesn't count as work, and that only drawing or anything YouTube related is considered work. I feel like I'm wasting time somehow by reading. It's it's not even fiction, it's non-fiction stuff from which I learn a lot of new things. But now I feel very pressured to get a lot of work done that is more tangible than theoretical. I don't even know what's going on. I maybe need a break, but I can't take more right now. Maybe I'm just too hard on myself. The fact that I didn't get into art university also makes me feel like, I don't know. So should I consider reading nonfiction books to be work? Or should it be just a pastime activity, like reading fiction? I mean, it helps me become a better, much wiser and knowledgeable person. That means that I will make better decisions in the future. What do I consider to be bad about reading right now? The only bad thing about reading to me right now is that I feel like I'm wasting time in which I should otherwise be drawing, editing, recording, or writing. And that's the stupidest thing in this entire world right now, that I write it down and read it aloud. I've always been looking up on the internet for good books about certain topics that interest me, or that I think would interest me, like the best books on personal finance, the best books on marketing, the best books on psychology. But I think it's funny how I've never searched for the best book on drawing. That's what I love the most. And I haven't searched for a good book about it. I've once stumbled upon Andrew Loomis's books, but I didn't specifically search for them. I just found out about them in a random YouTube video a few years ago. I've bought one of them. I've read the first part of it. I've copied some drawings from it and learned a few things, and that's pretty much it. I didn't try very hard to follow the author's advice. I've forgotten it on a shelf and it just sits behind me, unfinished. As I've said before, I'm an intuitive person. I just draw by ear. I don't think I can go much further from this point on without opening a book on drawing or design. Drawing is the only thing that I feel sane obsessing about. Any other thing eventually drives me mad. You know how it said that there are early birds and night owls? Like people, not... I think it's a study actually. I also don't feel like checking it out. I've been waking up early almost every day in the past month. Don't get me wrong, I've been very productive, but I feel very dry and uninspired most of the time. I do get spikes of creativity, but they happen pretty rarely. On the other hand, I almost always have a spike of creativity when it gets past 10 or 11 in the evening. And it's not a spike really, because I feel more creative the deeper the night grows. Hey, I've also recently discovered Emma Chamberlain, and I like her very much. I've been watching her for the past couple of weeks, and I've noticed something interesting. I don't enjoy any of her videos as much as her recent ones. There's a big difference between them, and that's because she's growing up. I sense that she's also a bit depressed, I think. Maybe that's why it's so easy for me to find myself in her. Okay, bye.